Thank you, Secretary Bump. As many of you know, because of Secretary Bump's leadership and advocacy, an additional $7 million was recently added to the Workforce Competitiveness Trust Fund, bringing it to a total of $18 million. And this new transfer is making possible a second round of grants statewide, as Bob Haynes mentioned. Employers and participants are at the heart of the SkillWorks initiative. And without them, I think it would be fair to say that we wouldn't have much to celebrate tonight. Here to provide a business perspective on investing in the workforce development world is Dr. Gary Gottlieb, President of Brigham and Women's Hospital and Faulkner Hospital. Under Dr. Gottlieb's leadership, Brigham and Women's has participated in 2 of SkillWorks partnerships and has increasingly invested its own staff and resources as well. Dr. Gottlieb is a recognized community leader and currently serves as the chair of the Boston Private Industry Council. Dr. Gottlieb.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. And what a privilege it is to be among all of you and the great work that is being done here as part of SkillWorks, and to somehow be able to participate in this. You saw from the video that the Brigham has been a major recipient of the great largesse of SkillWorks. And in Jessica and in others, we have been able to touch the lives of people as they've touched us. You know, the job that she has, let me just take a moment, is a very, very hard job and an incredibly cool job. She's a supervisor, it said, in the Weiner Center for Perioperative Medicine. That's where more than 30,000 people and their families pass through for intensive evaluation prior to having surgical and other procedures. At a moment of the most extraordinary uncertainty and fear, they require the tenderest of touch and at the same time touching the highest technology, and the need to make certain that there is precision and excellence in what goes on. And to have somebody who brings that kind of skill, that kind of passion, as you heard from the people who work with her, to able to add to the family of the people at Brigham and Women's Hospital and to add to our mission and our ability to reach our community is just an exceptional gift, an exceptional privilege. So if she were the only one we were able to touch from our participation in SkillWorks, it would be worth that investment for us and the continuing investment that we at Partners Healthcare continue to make in this regard. First, let me thank the mayor, who I guess had to go, and his whole office for having the courage to essentially participate in this kind of investment, in this kind of partnership, and the Boston Foundation and Paul and Angel's leadership in being able to convene other funders and to have the vision to be able to create a model set of programs. There are really 3 perspectives here that I see this as a privilege. The first is as an employer. The Brigham, with the wonderful Mass General Hospital, is a founding partner in the Partners Healthcare system, and we are together the largest healthcare employer in the state. And therefore, we are the beneficiaries of these wonderful communities and the great training that comes in our schools and the great things that people learn from other employers and the great gifts that those people bring in their commitment to the same mission that we essentially are committed to. And together with Spalding Hospital and the Partners Healthcare System, we were a recipient of one of the first SkillWorks grants. And we touched the lives of more than 600 people who were either working on specific career ladders or who were new to healthcare and healthcare jobs. And those were so important that Matt Fishman, the friend of most of us in this room, the Vice President for Community Benefit, saw to make that a critical continued investment for Partners as we continue to invest in that set of programs. But for us as an employer, this is a win-win. We've got an opportunity to look at the population base, to see the mismatch that Bob Haynes described for us, and to try to figure out how it is that we could bring the skills to the population who are around us to enable those people to be able to participate in our overall workforce and to create career ladders that are truly associated with fulfillment in our workplace. And you know, there's nothing, as great as it is to have a new and wonderful person working, it's even greater to have somebody who is retained and part of a family in the long run and whose community builds around the workplace. And through that, as an employer, SkillWorks is an easy win-win for us. As opposed to having to find fragmented sources of people to fill new jobs in an industry that is growing faster than any other, we're able to start to work on building a strategy around a stable workforce and around a pipeline of workers. So as an employer, this is an easy one. For me, as a community advocate, as somebody who has the privilege of working all around you as a volunteer and seeing the great works of the people, the Private Industry Council, I know that somewhere around 55% of the jobs that we have vacancies require in this state require, in our region require at least an associate's degree. And the notion of being able to bring education skills, English as a second language, math and science skills, for people for whom education has not been successful in the past, for people who have had to stray from those skills in the past, or people who have not been found in the workplace, is for all of us a collective good. It's an opportunity to enrich our communities. It's an opportunity for us to be stronger as an overall base of employers, and it's an opportunity for us to be better. And for me, as a doctor, in the third way, this is truly inspiring as well. The mayor mentioned before that one of the enabling components of SkillWorks is its contribution in terms of diversity, and diversity in regard to workforce. He also, that same mayor, had the vision to enable a group of us to start working on healthcare disparities in this state. And as the Sullivan Commission told us, unless we have a diverse workforce in healthcare, we will not reach the diverse communities that we serve. We will not be able to bridge those disparities. We will not be able to ease the pain and comfort those who need us the most in our communities. Through programs exactly like SkillWorks, we have the ability to have a more diverse workforce, to be able to touch people throughout our communities, and frankly, to bring greater health to the community. We know that unemployment, that essentially being outside the gifts of the workforce, being outside the economy, adds greater stress. It also adds consumption of greater risk factors that are associated with more medical illness and is associated with much worse outcomes for a population overall. So as a physician, this is also enabling and is also fulfilling for me. We will continue to invest in the projects that are associated with SkillWorks. We'll continue to work with wonderful partners like Jewish Vocational Services and Project Hope and our own community benefits and human resources offices if we continue to have these kinds of opportunities. So this for us is a privilege and it is a gift. Thank you very much.